Hey guys, welcome back to UpClick. In this video, I'll be showing you how to install phpMyAdmin on Windows 11. But first, check our special offer in the description. So let's get started. So if you're not aware yet, installing phpMyAdmin here is quite easy. You can actually get this directly from what we call a suite of different software. Now the great thing about this one, this are free, so that you don't have to pay for anything. So what you need to do is you want to go and just type in a file. It's going to be SAMP, and just search for it. You want to look for the first section here, so which is going to be SAMP installers download Apache for Apache friends. Go access this one, and you want to go and just click on download. Now, by the way, you may need to choose specifically for Windows or whatever in this case OS you're running on. So in my case, I have Windows. Let's go and choose Windows, and let's go ahead and just wait for download to complete. If it does actually start, your download will automatically start. So let's just wait for it to start here. Now it's now been downloaded. Let's go and click on the downloads section here. Click on the download folder. Let's go and double click on the .exe file here so we could start the installation process. Now, like what I said before, this one is quite easy to install. You just need to run the .exe file and just basically follow the on-screen steps. Now, this will ask you a bunch of information here, so you just need to answer accordingly. Let's go and click on next here. So setup wizard. So you want to make sure that MySQL is actually selected, but I'm going to actually keep everything here as is. So my phpMyAdmin is also selected, so let's go and choose that one. Let's go and click on next. And from here, this is where your folder is going to be installed. Let's go and click on next. Now the folder is not empty. Please select a different folder. Let's go and click on OK here. Let's go and just choose a different folder. And from here, let's go and just create a new one as an example. Sorry, I have an old one in here. Let's go and create a new one. Right click on this one. So let me just create a new folder. Let's go delete this one. Yeah, so you could actually go to that specific folder. So let's go to that folder here. Let's go to the C drive. And that's going to be the sound folder. So this one. So maybe I'm going to create a new folder as an example. New folder. I'm going to type in SAMP2. Obviously, you could go and just name this whatever you want, but if this is the first time you're installing this, you don't have to worry about it, and you can just select whatever it is. But just in case, you can go and select or create a new folder here. So let's go and click on cancel folder again. So we refresh the folders. Click on SAMP2. Click on OK. Click on next. Now from here, it's going to ask you which language you want to use. So you're going to click on next here. English is good. Now setup is now ready to begin. Install SAMP on your computer. So go and click on next. Now it's going to start the installation process. Now this might take a while, so you can go and just do other things on your PC. But let's go and just wait for this one to complete. Now this will ask, or the installation will ask for certain permissions here. You can go and just click on allow, so that it can access internet or network here. And again, it's going to start installing again. Just wait for a while. Now, once installation is complete, you should see this completing the SAMP setup wizard. Now, you could go and just select the do you want to start the control panel now, so we could see the control panel. You could go and click on finish, and the control panel should actually appear in your screen. Now, this is what it actually looks like. Now, from here, I would highly recommend you to basically see where you can actually get this one first. So typically, you could go and just basically type in SAMP control panel, and that should open up. And every time you want to access this panel here, this is how you open it up. So yeah, so there are different services in here that you may want to start. So typically, you could go and start a service by clicking on the start button here, and that should initiate the process. As you can see right now, the port, the PID, and it's now running. So if it's green, it's now running. Now, since we want to access phpMyAdmin, you want to make sure that MySQL starts here. So just to give you some idea, I'm going to go back into my browser. Let's go and close this one. Let's go and just type in localhost, and let's go and just press enter. It's going to redirect us to our dashboard. So we have SAMP, as you can see right now. But since we want to access phpMyAdmin, you can go and just type in phpMyAdmin. Again, you can just delete the other ones, just phpMyAdmin, press enter. But currently the service is still not running, so that's why it says not found. So again, like what I said, you want to go back into our control panel. You want to start MySQL here, and it should now be running. Let's go and just click on allow here for the firewall. Now once it's actually running, you can go and just reload this one. Now it might take a while, so just wait for it for a bit to start up here. And yeah, also by the way, just make sure that you have this correctly spelled. So if you have like PHP in caps here, just type in PHP ordinarily. So everything is small. Just press enter, and that should boot up phpMyAdmin here. So if you want to start managing it, this is how you do it. Now you could also set up your own website in here via this way, so that you could basically run your own website if you want. But yeah, so that's about it. So, if you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button, and watch our next video.